G'day legends, Mick Duck here. Thanks for joining me on another adventure. Well, today's actually not an adventure. Today is actually me taking you through all the equipment that I'm actually taking on an overnight hike. I'm actually going on a 3-day, 2-night hike, but this is the equipment that I would take on even a single overnight hike. So let's check it out. I want to say something straight up. A lot of this equipment that I have is great, but can be quite expensive. So please note that I've accumulated this over a number of years. It's not, you could go out and buy it all if you've got the funds for that, but it's definitely something that I have been upgrading over time. I've got it to a pretty good space right now. I'm not really looking for anything else. You are always trying to tweak and make things a little bit easier. But as I said before, it is expensive and it can take some time to accumulate this stuff. So yes, it is expensive, but pick up little items as long as you go over a number of years, and that way you can get to a great point where your pack's lightweight, your sleep's comfortable, you've got a great shelter. All that stuff can really make a big difference on your trip. So yeah, let's have a quick look at it. So in this gear video, I'm not going to go actually through all the detail of all the food that I'm taking on this trip. It's just going to be all the other incidental gear. What I'll probably do a separate video which highlights all of the food that we're taking on this 3-day trip. So let's get into the equipment. So the first piece of gear of equipment is my backpack. This is the Osprey Exos 58 litre. This is the large, extra large. I'm 6'1", so this is a great pack. It weighs in, the large, extra large weighs in at 1.33 kilos, something like that. So super light, awesome carrying capacity with the airspeed system, super lightweight, super comfy. So this pack also comes in a women's version. It's the Osprey Asia. This one comes in either a 48 or a 58 litre as well, around the same weight and carrying capacity of the male version. These ones aren't cheap. You're looking at around $350, but the weight saving compared to a normal pack is unbelievable, and that just makes all the difference to when you're doing a multi-day hike and carrying heavier loads. So the next piece of equipment is the shelter. We're going with our Big Agnes UL3 copper spur. This one comes in at 1.59 kilos packed in. Great bag. Double doors, so access on both sides, super lightweight. Absolutely love this thing. So next up on the list is my sleep system. So first of all, the sleeping mat. I've got the Cedar Summit Etherlight XT. This is the long version or large version. Comes in at 400 grams, so quite lightweight. Then I pair that with an Eros pillow. This is the premium deluxe pillow, but I'm also trying something brand new on this trip, and that is the Thermarest. This is a comfortable, squishable pillow, which should be pretty comfortable. So I'm looking forward to a great night's sleep with this one. And then pairing those with my sleeping bag. So we're kind of expecting some cold conditions, maybe down to like 5 degrees overnight. So I've got the Ascent one. This is a -4 sleeping bag, so super comfortable. 750 loft on this one. On this trip, I'm actually probably going to take both pillows. So the new Thermarest compressible to add that real comfort, to make it like a real pillow sleep at night, along with the Eros premium deluxe. This was quite a big pillow, so I'll probably do double pillows on this trip. Super comfortable sleep is the plan. So see how that goes. I'll do a bit of a review about these in an upcoming video. So I've ticked off the big 3: pack, sleep system, and shelter tent. So next up is eating and cooking. So because there's 2 of us, we're taking this bigger size Toaks titanium. This one's, I think it's 900 mils, great big size. It's got a little lid that also doubles as a little fry pan. It's got a little pop-up kind of handle. Then I always just have some Ziploc bags in here in case there's any kind of leftover food that you might want to eat the next day. Next is the Bic lighter. This one's wrapped in some duct tape, so you can use the duct tape for starting fires. It's a great little fire starter, but also repairing tents and shelters and shoes and all kinds of things. So that's a great little thing to have. In here also, I've got the gas canister, just a small one because I've only got a couple of nights and we're only boiling water for this trip. Then I have the little gas cooker that I wrap up in this little microfiber kind of chamois kind of cloth, which is great for cleaning up and just also wiping up the tent. And then I have the little, it's just a little stove that just attaches straight onto the canister. Pretty lightweight. Also in here I have coffee. So I've got a couple of drip bags I'm going to kind of have, as well as a couple of instant coffees. These ones are the Columbia Instant Coffee by Coffee Supreme. They're actually tastes pretty good for instant coffee. Also in here for breakfast, because we'll probably be having some cereal or some porridge, got a couple of titanium bowls. They kind of nestle into the kit, and then the main cook set. So it's quite a big bowl with little folding handles, and it all comes in this nice little orange pouch. It's got measuring on the side, so it's fantastic. Also in my food kit, I carry a long handle spoon. This is a wooden spoon that I actually carved myself, so that goes in the pack. It's super lightweight, wooden, super lightweight. Alternatively, you can get the titanium spoons, long spoons that a lot of people use. Also in regards to the cook set, I have this little kind of sponge that I kind of cut off and just put a little carabiner, and that just clips on the outside. So in the morning we can give a little bowl, breakfast bowls that we use, a little clean up, and then that just hooks on the outside and dries as you walk along. Continuing on with the food, I have this little kind of, it's actually an old sleeping bag liner bag, but inside here for eating and cooking with, I have a couple of different bits and pieces. I'll go through each individual one. So first of all, I have this kind of little stackable, this has some chili, some salt and some pepper. Then I have a little hot sauce because, you always want a hot sauce, right? A little oil, don't know whether I'll take that on this trip, but that's kind of in the kit normally. A little Opinel folding knife, so this is a great little knife, super lightweight, so you've got that sharp knife, so we might even for lunches take some, we'll probably take some wraps and maybe some cheese and some salami, so it's great to have that little pocket knife to be cutting the cheese and the salami while on the trail. In there also another little couple of Ziplocs. I always seem to have Ziploc bags everywhere, super handy whenever you kind of need them. And then I have this other little thing, it's called a Matador, and it's a little kind of like a little foldable, it's in a little pouch, but it also folds together, and what it does, it folds out to become a tablecloth. So you can see it folds together, and it's actually quite big. It's quite big here. So this is a great tool to put on the ground. You can also put it down as a little ground sheet to sit on when you get into camp. So continuing on with the food, as I said before, for breakfast we'll probably have the cereal and the porridge, probably make up some little mixtures into some little bags, put in the porridge and probably some freeze-dried fruit and other bits and pieces. But for dinner I'm going pretty easy, pretty low-key on this one. I just got a couple of freeze-dried meals by Radix. These are just the chili con carne. One's a plant-based and one's actual beef one. I just love these. You can't go wrong with these. They're just really tasty, super easy, and delicious, and really can fill you up. So I talked about the coffee in the cook set, but so I also carry this titanium mug. It's a 450ml mug by Snow Peak, super lightweight. In here I have my little ditty bag that kind of has a few bits and pieces. So it has a little repair kit in case we get a hole in the tent, a Ziploc, has some backup batteries for my head torch, and that's kind of about it. More of a repair kit than anything. Next is the bathroom kit. So in this little Ziploc bag I keep here, I have some hand sanitizer, some toilet paper, and then a little trowel by Cedar Summit. This one's super lightweight, just kind of compacts out to a bit bigger. Goes from small, press a little button, small size, pretty handy. For water on the trail, I had been using a 3-litre water bladder that I absolutely love, but I've recently just switched to these 2 1-litre just plastic lightweight water bottles. I just got these from the local supermarket. They came with orange juice. These will just fit perfectly in the side of my pack. Then I pair that with, just for filtering the water, I have the CNOC bag here. This is a 2-litre Vecto. This is a kind of a new thing for me. I've been using previously just the soy squeeze pouch, which I also pack in the bottom of my pack. Super lightweight, goes flat, so that's the backup. And then that's the soy mini that I'm using to filter the water, paired with the CNOC bag, gravity fed, super easy. So lighting around the campsite, I have a head torch. God, this is an old one. I've had this one for years. It's by Solution. Don't even know where I even got this from. It's got multiple kind of brightnesses. Probably gonna look at replacing this for something a bit lighter, maybe something rechargeable. But then I also carry a Lucy light. It's just like a little kind of inflatable thing. You just blow it up. It's great for inside the tent, and it's also a solar charge. So this just goes attached to the outside of my pack, and it's great to have inside the tent at night time. Then I kind of have my personalised hygiene kind of another little ditty bag. I've got this tiny little toothpaste. This one is just like a little sample that you would get from your dentist. Then I carry a little, this is actually it's called Eco Plus toothbrush. It's just like a little kind of bamboo-y style toothbrush, super lightweight. Also in here I have some kind of wipes to keep me clean on the trail, just a little wipe down after the trail. Some earplugs, always carry earplugs on the trail because there's always noisy people. And then also have in here a couple little hand warmers just in case it gets quite cold. Don't know whether I'll take them on this trip, but it's meant to be quite cold, so I'll just keep them in there anyway. So next up, talk about safety. So brand new that I just got just recently is the Garmin InReach Mini 2. So looking forward to having that, being able to just actually message people rather than just have the PLB, but also have the personal locator beacon in case of emergency, but be able to just message people is going to be a game changer, I think. And then I have a little first aid kit just in this kind of little see-through red bag. Red because it's always accessible, you always know where it is. This kind of goes on the outside of my pack. I won't go into too much detail about what's in here, but you know, being this is Australia, they were hiking in, snake bandages is probably number one thing right on the top. And then your pretty stock standard things, antiseptic, gauze bandages, triangular bandage, a little thermal blanket, antiseptic. Then also in here I carry a little flint and steel. That's kind of it, pretty basic little first aid kit, band-aids for blisters, blister pack, that kind of thing. Then some medication, so some antihistamines, pain relief, Nurofen, that kind of thing. So I also have a rain cover for my packs, that just goes over the top of the whole pack. Then super comfortable, a little sit pad. This one's a pretty lightweight one. It's seen better days. It's pretty worn through, pretty thin, but a little bit of comfort when you kind of on your little lunch breaks or actually when you get to camp. But a new addition to the kit at the moment, I've got the Helinox Chair Zero. This is a high back one, so 1 kilo of weight, but I think this is going to be a game changer just in regards to comfort around the camp, so I'm looking forward to having that to sit on. So in regards to clothing on the trail, so I'll go through what I'll be wearing first and I'll go through some camp clothes. So I like to keep it pretty low key, not carry too much clothes. So first of all, footwear, I have these are the North Face Hedgehog. God, I've had these for ages. They're Gore-Tex shoe, low but still got a great sole. These are done heaps of Ks, but these are awesome, super comfy. And I pair them up with these 2XU kind of hiking style socks. These ones are super comfortable. I'm pretty lucky I don't have too many problems with, touch wood, with blisters or any kind of feet issues. Then I'll probably be wearing some just shorts in this. I have a pair of just black Kathmandu running style shorts, and then just a light black. Generally I just kind of often wear black, that's just kind of my vibe. And this is just a breathable kind of sports style. This one's just an Adidas one, but I have a Nike one, I have a couple of different brands, so nothing too special, but they're light, they dry quick, they wick the sweat away, they don't smell, so they're super great for that kind of thing. Then an extra layer while we're hiking if I need it. I have this long sleeve Capoline Patagonia long sleeve t-shirt, which is just a mid layer. So other clothing around when I get to campsite, I have this Patagonia, it's an R1 Air jacket. This is the full zip one. They do have a version that comes with a hood. I love this jacket. It's just lightweight, it's so lightweight, and it packs up really compact, so it's actually amazing. Then I have these Patagonia, these ones are the Terrebone jogger pants. These are great. It's not for super cold weather, but they're so lightweight. I think they're like 170 grams. They pack up tiny, like absolutely tiny, super comfortable. So for sleeping wise, in my sleep kit with my sleeping bag, I always have a pair of clean, fresh sleeping socks. These ones are the light feet hike socks. These are great. So for this trip, I'll probably wear these for both nights and then be able to have a fresh pair for walking out on the third day. Camp shoes, I've got these kind of, these are actually kind of foam fake Birkenstock. So they're just a copy of like a Birkenstock shoe, but they're foam and they're rubber and they kind of float and they're lightweight. They only weigh 277 grams. They're not the most compact thing going around, but they squish them up pretty good, but just comfort factor around the campsite is great. You can wear them socks, without socks. Water crossing is perfect for as well, but these things are great. Also then I will just have one pair of spare night underwear for the night time, and occasionally, depending on the weather, I will have like a little lightweight, this is just like a lightweight woolen beanie, and then some super lightweight thin kind of gloves just in case, but don't think I'll take them on this trip. I don't think it's going to get that cold, but I've got those, and you know, they're tiny, they don't weigh hardly anything. So outerwear or for rainwear, I have this Patagonia torrent shell jacket. This is great, it just folds up into itself, creates in like a little bag, one of the side pockets that actually just kind of zips inside itself. Rain pants, I don't really bother with something like that. If I could look at the weather and it's going to be like torrential, I might pack some kind of wet weather pants, but generally I'll just kind of wear my shorts, and they're really fast drying, so I'm not really too worried about kind of getting wet on my legs. So that's it for everything in my pack for this 3-day adventure. So what you take on a hiking trip is all very personal. So what I recommend is go out there, test some things out, see what you like, what you don't like. This is what I use. I've been kind of refining this for a couple of years now, so I got it to a pretty good point now. You know, always looking at changing a few things in and out. Hope you liked this video. If you did, consider subscribing, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.